If you're a student in Greenville County, chances are you have been on a field trip to Roper Mountain Science Center. In fact, my daughter's class, she is going to be there tomorrow morning at this time.
Nice, but in a few weeks, adults get a chance to take over. It's the 4th annual Pi Day celebration at Roper Mountain. And we've got Catherine James, president of Roper Mountain Science Center Association, and Thomas Riddle, the assistant director of the Roper Mountain Science Center. Thank you all so much for being here, getting us ready for Pi Day. And not the kind you eat, the infinite numerical, the number that goes on forever and ever, right?
That's right, that's right.
Yes, so tell us about the celebration, the 4th time it's happened. And this one's for the adults?
Yeah, you want to go?
This is for adults only. It is an opportunity for adults to come in and get to see what their children talk about after they go on field trips.
Yes.
And it's really, really a fun party.
Well, it's fun to sit back and be like, oh, did you do the stuff that they made you do back in like the olden days? And like for us, I'm like, oh, when y'all made like the wax, the candles, to do like the Pioneer Day.
But now we're talking about what we did in the 90s.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, but I got to check what they mean by olden.
The
Because to them, yes, 1990 is the olden days.
That's right, that's right. So people who come to the party will get to experience meeting some reptiles.
We will. We'll have some of our favorite snakes out.
I'm probably going to slither. I'm going to slither past that.
No, I think we're going to slither right on over to it.
I respect the reptiles, and I've seen the ones at Roper Mountain. They are really cool to see. Yeah. When they're being handled by someone who's a professional.
Yep.
But so we get the reptiles. What are some of the other things?
And some of the activities that they get to experience.
Yeah, we'll take some of our activities, our hands-on activities that we do in our classroom settings, and bring them out for adults. And so it's we always like to have some kind of whiz-bang factor, something that's going to excite people and get them eager to learn. And so we do a great job with that with kids. We do it with adults as well. And so it's an opportunity for the adults to see what we provide for students every day.
And to let them know the true resources the Roper Mountain Science Center is to our community for parents and for families.
Yes.
So a lot of if you don't have kids, you sometimes just like, oh, it's Roper Mountain Day. We see them, we pass them all the time, but really knowing what goes on in that building and how it helps the whole STEAM movement is important.
That's right.
One thing that we're seeing a lot, which I'm glad you mentioned that, is that over the last, especially 5 or 6 years, we've seen more and more adults coming without kids, especially for our programs like Afternoon Explorations or Summer Adventures.
Butterfly Adventure is my favorite.
That's a good one. So I'll be back in the summer. But we see retired people to young couples coming, even without kids, just because they hear that it was a science center. We explain to them the uniqueness is that we're owned by the school district, but we also have a public-facing feature as well, where they can come in, the public can, and so it's been great to broaden that those guests that come in.
If you want to get it's inexpensive date,
yes,
come to the Roper Mountain Science Center.
The planetarium is one of the best dates in Greenville. You go to see it's the largest planetarium theater in South Carolina, and after viewing the stars on the dome, you can go view the stars on a clear night through our incredible 23-inch refractor telescope. It's like one of the largest in North America.
It's so cool. So Catherine, tell people if they want to come to the party, what are we like dressing up? What are we wearing, and what do we need to do?
It's I would say party casual is fine, and tickets you can get them at ropermountain.org. Go to that website and you can register for your tickets there. Tickets include hors d'oeuvres and a craft cocktail that will be served. So we have music. We have some students from the Fine Arts Center playing light jazz in the background.
I love that you're including all the students. You know what I mean? It tracks. You're doing a great job.
And Fine Arts Center has one of the most amazing music programs around. We're a little,
fantastic.
in love with them. So it's great to be able to check that out. So that's happening actually on Pi Day?
No, not on Pi Day. We have to plan it a little bit before Pi Day, because Pi Day is when students and teachers have gone on spring break. And so we have it on Tuesday the 10th at 5:30, and it's a great fun party. And this party is a fundraiser to support all those amazing things and programming at Roper Mountain Science Center.
And they're great because if there's ever school districts that can't afford to bring their kids to these, they help pay for that too. So I think that's amazing. Y'all do a lot of work. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
RoperMountain.org is a place to go and check out.